Hello dear friends, once again you are welcome to the Resolve for you. This is Rakesh. Today's class is very special. After completing all classes about our cut tab, media pool and all tools which I explained in our edit tab, this is actually our the final move to our editing. And in this class I will explain you how to create timeline, because before moving to our serious editing, so we needs to create timeline. There are several ways to create timeline. We have to actually understand these things. So please dear friends, listen the class till the end and don't skip the video, because these are very important points. This class will be very short, so follow the class one by one. Very soon we will start editing in our the edit tab. So dear friends, let's move into Resolve for you. Hello dear friends, now we are in the edit tab of DaVinci Resolve. As you can see, we have here in our master tab, in our media pool, there are some clips of our last project about David and Devika. This class is about how to create timelines. There are different ways to timeline create the timeline. We have covered all the basics explanations, basics concept about our all tools available in cut tab, media pool, and in this edit page. So we are basically today moving to the main editing. After creating this timeline, we will start editing very fast. So follow the class till the end. So you see our timeline is no here. Our timeline is just empty. We have nothing. So we have several ways. We have already showed you how to create timeline. Just today we are formally doing this. If you want to create timeline, the easiest way is to just drag, see the left button of your mouse, just press the finger here and drag. See, I am dragging here. See, now we have our timeline is already automatically, you see timeline 1 here in this red line timeline. It means that one timeline has been automatically created. Actually timeline is the sequence of the work on in the editing of the video which we have taken. Now through this sequence our timeline will work. If we take another video, the reference will be this video, this timeline. For example, I take this video from the kindergarten of David and Devika. You see, we haven't created any timeline. This is actually in the sequence 1 2, and main timeline is this, because through the reference of this video of Devika from kindergarten, we have made our timeline. You see, once I played, you see no other video is here which we have dragged just. So actually in this way, this is the very easiest way to create timeline. If you want to make any timeline, just drag the video and you can drag another video here. If I want to drag another video more to, just I will click here. This video is without sound. You see, in this video there is no sound. This is the winter season in Ukraine. The is just piling up snows. You see. So this is a without sound. You see here is not audio track, because this video is without audio. Just I return. If you see, if you delete here video, for example, I select all. You see, I select with our mouse, or you can select Control A, our Windows shortcut. You can backspace to delete. Just click back. I have deleted. Actually we haven't here our timeline hasn't been deleted. You see, means the video is still available here. You see, in the timeline the video is still available in the timeline. So what we will do, how to delete, we will just click here, and now you see remove timeline. Its shortcut is shift plus backspace space. Please remember the shortcuts, very important. I click shift and backspace, push. You see, so this will remove the timeline from the media pool and make it unavailable on all pages. Once you delete this timeline, means it will be not available in anywhere in the DaVinci Resolve and outside. Actually we deleted the timeline, but our video here, you see this, it's available because we haven't deleted the video. Through this video they have made reference actually. So this video is available. We can again make any timeline. Just drag here. You see, we have second time made our timeline here created. So once again I Control A and backspace very easily. And now here you can just click Control backspace. You can just see shift backspace, remove timeline. Just yes, delete. So in this is the simple way to make a timeline in our edit tab of DaVinci Resolve. There is another way. This master here, this master in media pool. Here all tab, just here this place is empty. You click the right button of your mouse. You see, new bin, just click here new bin. Actually we can rename, the I can rename Devika cat. You see, I have renamed. Actually we can know through this, we can make know the timeline. You see here, this is, it's already, it's not here, you see it's empty now, so we return, and we can make any timeline. You see, now the we have created the timeline in this video. We just drag here. You see, now our timeline has been created. Actually this is the another way to create timeline. So when you just click here timeline setting, you see, when you just click here right button of your mouse, drag here, you see here timeline setting. We see timeline. If you just click here, you see monitor setting, output setting here all, but you see here use project setting, you have to unclick, then you can make any change. You see the video is 30 fps, you can make 25 fps, but a standard, standard fps is a 30 fps. This is a standard, but in DaVinci Resolve you can make to 60 fps. You have a slow motion video and other advanced video, and you can use this, but actually 30 is the best for our video for YouTube and other videos, also for other types of video. So actually we have made here, you can change any, you can change like 1920, you can send 4K ultra, 3080, 3840 by 2860. you see, in this way you can change. I use now for this 1920 by 1080, and you can use here various type of use 444 SDI, use level A for 3GB SDI. These are actually advanced. Actually we don't need this at all. You see here vertical, you can use vertical like this 1080p by 920 for YouTube short, Instagram short. I don't know short, so I just unclick here vertical and click. So you can, so we have made this way our timeline. Once the timeline is made, you can just click OK. So in this way we have made our timeline setting, you see, very easily. But you can later, if you want to change in the timeline, once again it's very important, I want to show you. For example, no timeline settings, no, you see, you can no change anything here. Resolution, timeline resolution, you can change. You see, I am actually changing, I can changing this actually, but you can't change here the frame rate. You see, frame rate once you have set, so you have to be very careful when when the client gives you the task to work to accomplish your tasks. You just remember timeline frame rate here, timeline frame rate. I have a once fixed 30, it can't be changed, but there is a trick, we can change it in our next class. I will show you how to change this frame rate here. You see 30, so it's a very important, we take care, but if you can't change it very easily. So this is the simple way to make our timeline. Just I have returns once again, I show you. So here is a Devika timeline here. You see, just I will drag here, the timeline has been created. This is the oldest way. Actually this is the very simple way to just drag your video and create a timeline. So I return to our default, which I actually use for our YouTube. I just click here, and I will use this. I have already taught you in the last class, blade edit mode B, or you can make your shortcut C to trim your video. Actually you see, I have trimmed the video, I have trim here, I want to trim video. I will just cut video into two parts. Just see, control or control plus B. Now I can use any video transition. Actually this is not the transition class, but I want to show you. You see, this is a bar, this is a transition. I will drag transition here, I will put to transition. You see, I will put to transition. Now play the video, you can see the transition. So see how video is separating Devika loves her cat, and with see, so you see this. You can use more, just cut the video into two parts. Just I see, I click see on my keyboard, you see my I will take another, so we can take one more transition to show you another type of effect. Just we take here, there are several, so I take this push transition, just put here in the video, you see. Now I click, you see how it's a pushing. Actually in this way you can make that timeline. A timeline is very important. Once you start editing video, this is actually the first step. We have clear all the different way, everything's in details about our the timeline tools in the last classes. So be in touch. Very soon we will start our next just you see it's showing you have reached the limited with DaVinci Resolve. It's actually I'm using the free version of DaVinci Resolve to teach you. Now I want to show you one more important point about how to make. There is other way to make timeline. Just click here. I want to delete, just shift plus backspace, otherwise remove timeline, like in this way, delete. And you can just click here, here for example, click, you see, click create new timeline using selected clips. Actually you can, if you have this timeline, you have made one more timeline, you can make another timeline, create new timeline using this selected video. You see, I just click here, so it's telling about the timeline name. I just put timeline David. See, I can use actually track. I need track 3. Here audio track, I need 2 track. You can make according to you yourself. I need a stereo. This, you see, actually these are the all for films, other advanced setting which you don't need, quad, LCRS. These we don't need. We need mono or stereo, and we often use mono stereo. Sorry, we will use a stereo every time. And if you just unclick here, you see everything will be appear mode setting format, which I have already told you. You can actually use color and output setting, everything, monitor in this all type of, which we don't need so advanced. No, we actually need actually for our beginning this it's okay 30 fps as I have. And you general setting, once you have already everything is clear, you just create. So see, I have one timeline. Here is Devika. You see here one timeline of about Devika is here, but I have second timeline here. You see, David in dance competition. See, this is our another timeline. Actually, in this way, you can make your third timeline. For example, I want to just make another timeline, like create a new timeline using this clip. Okay, create. So this clip I David 4 timeline David 4. I just for demo I'm showing. I want to 3 video track, 2 audio track. I need 2. You can actually write here 2. You can type, and okay. I just unclick. I want to see format. Okay, 1920 by 1080. This is a square. You can use vertical if you don't know need YouTube. So okay, and general setting, it's okay, and frame rate is okay. Just we will just click here. You see, we have 3 timeline. Actually it's a very convenient. You can work here, other timeline you can work 3. If you have several projects at the same time, you can work. It's a very important. You can work here, you can work here, you can work here. So very soon, dear friends, we will enter into our advanced video editing. Actually it will be begin. I'm teaching you little by little so that you can understand, because if everything I will say teach you at the same time, you can't understand, it will be confusing for you. So follow the class, listen till the end. Hello dear friends, today we have finished the classes about how to create timeline and different ways to create timelines. So please follow the class and practice all classes, all our last classes, because it's very important, because we will now edit the video in our edit tab, and every points are very important in DaVinci Resolve, because this is a very advanced video editing tools. And when you are a simple guy, you want to make an impressive video, DaVinci Resolve is the right place for you. So dear friends, don't forget to subscribe the channels. Your one subscription is very important for me. It actually motivates me. Please write, comment anything you have, suggestion me to make video, improve video for better, more creative video for your tutorial. Actually this will be helpful for you and for me. We will together work. So dear friends, subscribe so once and share to your friends. Take care dear friends. Bye. We meet in the next class.